Okay, this makes no sense at all. Okay, so I understand this was the mentality apparently of Infinity Ward. Now that it's clear, it's very clear now post launch. Okay, because I think we all got duped. And I think this is a Trojan horse. And I think it's really, really going to bite Infinity Ward in the buttocks. And I think that majority of the people, if this ship doesn't 180 at Infinity Ward, Joe Seesaw, Dave Mimiker, Ashton, whatever her name is, Ashton, I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. And people like that, and maybe people higher up. I really think Infinity Ward and most of the people there are about to lose their jobs, like Glenn Schofield and Mitochondria did for how they messed up COD World War II. And I think we're going to have a rinse and repeat situation here because it doesn't make any sense. Like, just stay with me for a sec here. So, Modern Warfare was created, and the system that's implemented right now is that it is a game to get new players for this franchise involved. It was to increase the people who aren't core players. It was to increase noobs and to make it a noober friendly game is what we're hearing. And that's why we don't have the red dot in the mini map. That's why the footsteps are so loud. That's why there's, that's why like the perk system is set up the way it is with Ghost, that works no matter what, and the guns and the claymores, and just the overall meta of the game is more, I guess, focused towards new players and noobs and campers and people who play, the genre or the game rather in that fashion. Even if you are a old school player, it favors that sort of style, and it penalizes people playing aggressively or people who are really good at the game. You can't recycle kill streaks, etc., right? And the reason why they did that is because they wanted to invite new players in. And the sales are good, right? The sales are really good, but this is not making sense. This is why we're going to have a Glenn Schofield and a Mitochondria and a Sledgehammer Games all over again. And I imagine people like Ashton, whatever her name is, the community manager, and Joe Seesaw, and all the people, the high-ups, the people who are in charge of making decisions for this multiplayer at Infinity Ward are probably going to get the axe if this ship doesn't 180. Because let's just think about this. This is not this doesn't make any sense. Okay, this genre, this franchise has been out for 10, 12 years. Who doesn't know about Call of Duty at this point? This is the longest lasting, most successful franchise in gaming history. Fortnite now, I guess, could say took the reign over that as far as just numbers. But still, as far as longevity goes and not a free-to-play game, this is the biggest selling, longest lasting gaming title, whatever franchise ever. Everyone knows about it. And on top of that, at this point, who the hell in gaming doesn't know about first-person shooters or how to play games? This isn't we're just recreating the wheel here and making something new and we want to make it, available for everybody. And the reason why the numbers are high for the sales of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not only the fact they're not as high as previous titles, they've sold more. It's not the greatest selling title of all time. It sold really well. I think it was $600 million or so in whatever, the first 3 or 4 days or a week or whatever way they measure it. I can't remember. But, that's not the highest selling ever. Modern Warfare 3 sold more, Black Ops sold more, so it is, but it still is one of the highest selling ever. So fantastic. But I have to say that the majority of the people buying that were not the noobs. We're not people being brought back to this franchise. We were duped. Core players, the main people who play Call of Duty are the ones who bought this game. That's why people are so upset at this game. That's why the majority of the people on Reddit and the majority of the people who are involved in this game are mad at the developers. So the people we were duped, the point was that people were duped, were like us. We were thinking and led to believe that this was a return to old school Call of Duty. That's what we were heard. There was some stuff that was said that we didn't hear in certain, interviews that were, said, the infamous interview, but with Joe Seesaw and the other guy with Game Informer, I believe it was, where they said that they were trying to make it more friendly for new players without hopefully sacrificing their core player base. Who after 13, 12 years would even think that would be actually actual possible situation? People aren't just going to all of a sudden come back to Call of Duty. We never saw that interview. I didn't know about that interview. I missed that. I don't know how many of you watching the video saw that interview and were like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Oh, wow, man. Yeah, wow. The new friendly. Oh, well, that doesn't sound good. But 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I did make a video saying that Modern Warfare is going to suck, and here's why. And I pretty much, read between the lines, even though, like I said, I make a lot of jokes and troll. I saw what was coming. I said it was going to be a camper-friendly game, like the leaning mechanics I heard about, and just a bunch of other stuff, too, which I referenced in that video, said this game's going to be a camper-friendly, noob-friendly game, and we're going to be in trouble. But the majority of people who I talked to, the point was I was getting to here was that I knew that the majority of people buying this game were hoping it was going to be returned to the old school, like Modern Warfare 2. That we heard that Respawn Entertainment sent a bunch of their people back to Infinity Ward to help work on this game, like the original people who made this game. And I don't think that the news bought this game is the point I'm getting to. I think it was people like you and me, the core players who bought this game, hoping, like I said a couple times already, that it would be returned to old school Call of Duty. We heard about how they weren't going to patch the guns and make it esport friendly, because a lot of people who play this game and like old school Call of Duties aren't huge esport fans, right? That's esport isn't even really Call of Duty on a random tangent. Like, they don't even play by the same rule set. They nerf everything. They're not allowed to have this. They have all these rules. So it's not even like the actual game that we play as core players that esports play. But anyways, so I think that they're really in trouble, because I think they think that a bunch of noobs bought this game and they're keeping them in their safe places, and that they think these noobs are going to stick around. But I hate to break it to you here, buddy. Let me just reposition this camera. Hate to break it to you guys at Infinity Ward. Noobs ain't playing this game. 80% of people playing this game were the old school people that came back thinking yes, we're getting a return to Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and this is going to be awesome. We're getting a return to the glory days. And people like myself who are hardcore fans, who have been here since the beginning, who never left, were thinking yes, this is going to be a return as well. So you brought back the old fans, not the noobs. You brought back the old fans, thinking this is going to be like a return to the glory days, not some safe place, noob-friendly piece of crap game. And now we realize what we got here. And of course, not the majority. Of course, there's always people who, majority of us agree with what we're making this. When I'm saying this video, I'm sure we are here, and all you guys watch this video are. But there is a minority out there who are enjoying, there are new players, of course, every year, there are new players who buy the game. But the majority, 80%, I'd have to say, are people like you and me and the old school people coming back to play some old school Call of Duty and relive the old days and get some, boots on the ground, fun military shooters, got duped. And I think you guys are really, really not paying attention and not realizing that that is the case, and that you're all going to get fired in Infinity Ward if you don't pay attention here and rectify and turn the ship around. And yeah, who the hell after 12 years of a game in a franchise think that they're going to start attracting new players in? And who the hell at this point in gaming doesn't know how the first-person shooter works? There's a million out there. Do you think these people who bought this game have never played a first-person shooter before? People are just gonna come off the freaking bench oh, hey man, hey dudes, yeah, gonna pick up this game Call of Duty. Never heard of that before. It's gonna be a really interesting game. I've never heard of a Call of Duty. Wow, gonna check it out. Heard there's some safe places for me to camp with claymores and 7.25 shotgun. What an absolute group of morons, honestly. Anyways, that's all. That's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. Modern Warfare is going to be fixed one way or another, whether that be firing the entire Infinity Ward development team and getting some new people in there and fixing it, or they actually listen and fix it. So either way, this game's going to be fixed. Hope it's not too late. And yeah, that's about it. That's the video, boys. That's Los Angeles. This is an alpha male Call of Duty athlete. You're a bunch of studs. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button. Appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new here. And I'll see you on the next video. I'll be heading home soon. So actually have some gameplay and some, better editing, I guess you could say, in the background. But I don't know what's better than this right here in front of you. Just saying. All right. Peace out. Love. Take care. Thanks for watching. Stay black. Don't hunt. Crack. Don't shift. To build news. Heartbreak. Fam. Chill. Not job. Do hard. Tell me. All those things. All those things. First. Foxy. White man. Bring it down.